What's going on, boys? It's me, Daily Tactics here, and today we're going to be playing some Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator with the French Revolutionary Guard fighting against a swarm of peasants. That's right, we've got 5 million peasant rioters here going to be charging approximately 5,300 of these guards. It's a steep difference between the two, but each peasant only has 1 health, making them extraordinarily weak. And the French Guard have some good positions. They have these 2 bridges here. They've got men all around this compound. They've got men all around this compound. And then they have soldiers up on these ramparts here, as well as defending this wall. And to protect from flanking maneuvers, which happens a lot on this map, we have soldiers defending this gatehouse right here as well. So they've got really good choke points going for them. It's possible they could win this thing, or they could go down as one of the worst defeats ever. We'll find out today. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. Let's get into it. Alright, boys, pressing start right now, and the first musket volleys go off, and as you can see, these guys truly are one shot as they drop in droves right there from everything impacting them. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty brutal battle, but pretty insane. There goes the second volley, destroying many a rioter. However, they are getting pretty far forward here, and the main problem with this is that there's just so many of them. You know, they're truly using swarm tactics against these Revolutionary Guardsmen, which is resulting in them getting pretty close. And of course, the muskets, they don't have the greatest of fire rates, so they can only fire once every, what, like 10 seconds? Something along those lines? Yeah, they've got pretty bad fire rates here, making it very, very difficile, as the French would say, to keep these folks at bay. However, they've got such thick lines that I'm not too worried if a rioter or two gets into the main part of the choke point here and gets a kill or two. It's not too big of a deal until they really start swarming in. As you can see, the dam is coming through right now, which is actually destroying many of these rioters as well, as it floods downward, which is kind of brutal. Kind of crazy. You can see, oh, it's like black sludge. This is like polluted water. My goodness. All right, well, that is a disaster for those rioters, but they don't care. They're plugging it up with more bodies right there and just chilling in that damn area. Holy cow. These bridges are actually holding pretty decently. The rioters aren't able to get too many crazy kills. I think part of it has to do with the compound up here managing to get some fire down and actually supporting the boys down below at the bridge level. That support is going to be coming in handy for a lot of this battle, as it prevents these rioters from really flooding through and taking over those lines. Having these backup lines that can fire no matter what is always a helpful thing in any type of battle. Let's go ahead and check in on these fellas over this way. And yes, we do have rioters trying to flank. We know this map too well by now, boys. Let's see. Alright, the flankers seem to not have really made too much progress at all, as these troopers here are just stopping them in their tracks. We've also got some more boys up on these houses firing downwards as well, which I think is just so cool to look at. Snipers, baby! That's what they're here for. And these rioters are just getting mowed down as well in these choke points, and don't seem to be... Oh, wait! They're flanking over here, too! Wait, what? How are they coming from over here? Oh! They're dispatching They're going on like a long boy flank. Oh, some boys have fallen off the cliffs here. A little tumble. Oh yeah, they're sending a whole force to flank around the way back there. Okay, I was not expecting that. Usually the flankers only come through here, but now they're going for the double flank, which is not something I could have anticipated. Well, I guess I could have, but I didn't really think about it too much. It's not too many. It is very much so a trickle in. So I guess I'm not too worried about this. I think the flank of the flank is not going to be too deadly at the end of the day, but we'll just have to find out. Right now we are at 69,000 funny kills of the rioters and 140 kills of the defenders. So the 140 defenders have have taken some L's, but nothing too extreme. They're still holding very, very tightly, and they are getting immense fire output right now, destroying many a Rioter and achieving victory here so far. And of course, we don't even have these guys back here engaging in the battle too much. It looks like a couple of these guys are in range to fire, but you know, all these guys back here not firing at all. These guys down here are actually able to fire down at those guys, which is kind of cool. So they're picking off a few troopers. It is a pretty far shot, so I don't know if they're getting a lot of accuracy doing this, but I mean, hey, it's such a blob of troopers. You fire anywhere, you're bound to hit something, am I right? So, you know, we don't have the full strength of this military even fighting yet, and they're already doing pretty decently, I will say that. So why don't we go ahead and run our first time lapse? Let's do it of this bridge section right here and see if these Rioters can really make a push through or if they'll end up getting destroyed. Let's watch. Alright boys, so some time has passed here, and we are looking at 1,600 dead guards, which is not great. It seems like this bridge is the downfall, and that happens quite often when we do similar battles in this area, is this bridge is always worse, and I think part of the reason is there's like a body pile in here that now the knights are able to cross there too. It's like a second bridge, which is no good. However, if this body pile increases more, then this bridge might flood, as you could see here, which would be kind of crazy and result in some serious losses. So that could be big potential right there. I also think the flanks might not be doing too well. I haven't checked yet, but let's go see. Yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. Right now the flanks are getting clobbered. They've got some soldiers on houses, some soldiers on ramparts and stuff like that, but the ground troopers have been pretty much flooded. It looks like this trickle in became a freaking swarm and resulted in a lot of L's here. How are they coming in from over here? Oh, there's like a little area they could flank around. I didn't know that existed. I thought this was completely walled off, so that's pretty bad too. So that means the castle over here pretty soon is going to have some visitors coming around their booty as well, which is going to be no bueno in the slightest. That could be very, very bad. Luckily, this area is doing okay. These guys haven't even been engaged yet, really, so they're still doing all right too. And then these guys are still very far from the battle. That's promising. And look how many bodies they're piling up over here. That's pretty impressive stuff. Look at that. Pretty crazy. Oh, the flood might be happening soon. It's looking like we might get a flood. That could be really cool. I think what we should do is we should watch a time lapse from up here, and then we have the potential to see the flood on the left if that does happen, as well as the other bridge on the right, and these guys sniping from up top, which I think will be like really cool angles all in play together. We've got 250,000 dead rioters, which is pretty crazy, but we're not doing too hot. Let's cue the time lapse. Alright, boys, so during this little defense, this area crumbled. We're actually just seeing the last resistance of this now. We caught the rest of it in the time lapse. So we didn't really end up getting much of a flood at all, which is sad. I was hoping for that. That would have been really cool to see, but fine, whatever. These guys in this compound still fighting, but definitely taking some L's. These guys up top hopefully will last a little bit longer. But these guys up here are just now starting to get a little bit more involved in the battle, which is good to see. However, they're getting flanked. They're getting flunked. And these flunkers are coming around and starting to take stabby stabs at these musketeers back here, and these guys are probably going to start going down pretty fast. There's still this compound over here as well, which is very good. But I think we're looking at an L here. Actually, in total, the attackers have lost 800,000, even though it only says they've the musketeers have killed 330,000. But you can see the troops remaining are 417 or 4.17 million, and they started with 5 million. So they died from falling off the cliffs, as well as like drowning in the river down here and stuff like that. So there were more deaths. Let's see if we can't see. In here, there might be some bodies. Let's see. No, not over here. Yeah, over here. They drowned. Oh, they still are. So, almost 1 million have died, but most of that was not from actual combat or anything like that, but from them being stupid peasants. Oh no, the full flank is happening over here now. Oh god, I feel like if the flank was secured, maybe there would actually be a chance of victory here. But the problem is the flank is totally butchered, and now these guys are coming through the flank, and they're just wiping through here. And look at this, they're destroying. The flankers are getting in here and being the real MVPs for the Rioters. The Rioters without the flankers, man, well, I don't think they're doing well at all. But with the flankers, ooh, they're chopping it up. They're chopping it up big time. And these guys up here, it looks like, yep, some of the flankers are climbing up this way and starting to take stabby stabs at the boys on the ramparts too, which is never a good thing. Are these guys over here still good though? Let's see. Yeah, these guys up top here are still good. They're still thriving, but pretty soon the Rioters will start putting their attention on them and trying to take them out. You know, step by step, destruction of all of these fellas is going to be happening. Oh my god, look at this. Massive surge of flankers. Wow. They may be one-shot kills, but like, it ain't going too hot, baby. It'd be interesting to do modern soldiers versus these guys. Even 100 modern soldiers, I feel like, would absolutely dominate against one health knights, obviously. You know, I mean, they've got those M4A4s. Whoo! They would be shredding. This compound down here is doing its stand, and they're trying their best. I mean, they're obviously killing a lot of these flankers. No, these aren't flankers. These are just the regular Rioters. They're getting a lot of K's in there, but it's still not quite enough to actually hold them back. Why don't we go ahead and do a time lapse of this compound's downfall here. Alright, boys, so I think this is an L. I think this is a big fat L. There's a few musketeers still alive up top here, but they're slowly getting chopped to bits. Yeah, chopped to bits, absolutely. We'll let them die out, of course, but we're looking at about 1 million dead peasants. But the revolution has been successful, so I guess this is historical. You know, this was actually a historical reenactment. But we'll let this ride for a little bit longer and just let these guys get wiped out, and I'll be back in a minute. Alright, boys, so apparently there's still one soldier left alive somewhere? I don't know where he is. These guys are like migrating this way? Or this way? Where are they going? Where is this last soldier? He must be glitched somewhere. He's gotta be, right? But I don't know where. Okay. We're gonna end the video here. The peasants are still dying, by the way, from like drowning and stuff like that in here. So they're still taking losses. This is why the upper class must stay in charge. I think some are also still falling off the cliffs. Oh my god. Either way, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I thought this was a fun one. Please be sure to hit that like button if you did enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more in the future. Either way, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.